out and you announced that you were going to do this piece. It's called Same Parts. And you gagged all the other girls with that number. Tell me about how that came about and all the rest.
All by chance.
Oh.
So originally, like when we were packing up and everything before we even left, they were saying, we're gonna do a talent show and we need to know what you're gonna do. They wanted to know what we were gonna do beforehand, before we even got there. And I didn't know. And me and one of my close friends, Banaka, we were talking about it. And there's a movie, what's it called? She's All That.
Yeah.
And she is a part of this like spoken word piece.
Totally, yeah.
And so we thought like, oh, it's gonna be funny, like you do something like that, but then it's just you being weird and like acting out other girls' catchphrases.
Oh, interesting.
Just any girls' catchphrases.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I had a whole list of their catchphrases and I was gonna do it all weird. I had already had them like get the music for me because it had to be, you know, license free or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And then I thought about it. I never rehearsed anything. And the night before, I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. I think the judges are gonna read me for focusing on other girls and not myself. I was just like, I don't know what to do. And that night, right before I went to sleep, because we have the little iPad or iPods or whatever, I was listening to it and I was like, I could use this. And it was this rap. The Same Parts was originally a rap that I wrote for me and my friends back when I was like 16 or 17.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I just like switched out a lot of the bad words in it and cleaned it up a little bit for television.
Yeah.
And then slowed it down. And I was like, well, I could call it a poem. Ooh, what's another word for poem? Spoken word.
Yeah.
So I just lied and was like, this is spoken word.
That's my talent.
Yep. This piece is entitled Girl Back. So yeah, when everyone reacted to that in such a positive way, I was like, really? Okay, well I did something.
And then, this is what I've been meaning to ask you for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
When, after the show, it also became a hit single for Katya, who performed it around the country many, many, many times. What was your take on that?
Well, she asked me, she's like, is it okay that I perform your single? I'm like, yeah, girl, go for it. I mean, did I know that she was going to literally tour for a year doing it? No, I didn't. It would be great where I would show up to somewhere where I hadn't performed before and I was gonna do it. And I mean, I did it, but like, they'd be like, oh yeah, Katya did it the last time she was here too. I'm like, she's performed my song at a club that I haven't even been to yet. I'm literally following her, doing my own shit.
Right.
But no, it was great. I mean, she added to sales.
And I think you guys did it together at one point, right?
Yeah, we did it together Halloween. I think it was Halloween 2016, I want to say.
Yeah, I remember. It was one of those big, I think, Brandon Voss shows or something like that, right?
I bought a whole bunch of severed hands. We threw them into the audience.
Yeah.
We also made out on stage. That was fun.
Classic.
You know.
As you do.
As you do.
When you're doing a duet with Katya, I guess.